In order to use the SLA printer, you'll first need to slice your model using the preformed software on the attached computer. You will then need to select the correct printer from the top right window. This printer is Brawny Myzornis. It should show idle. In this window you can select the material that you are using, and you can also set the layer thickness, balancing between a rougher finish but a faster print, and a slower print but with a higher resolution. You can then navigate to File and Open to import your model, which should be in an STL format. Once your model has imported, you can use the center wheel to move your object around the bed, orientate it in different positions, and scale it if necessary. Alternatively, you can use the one-click print function to automatically orient the object and set it up with recommended supports. However, you may not wish to rely on this in all cases. Once you are happy with the layout of your model, you can upload the job to the SLA printer. Make sure you make a note of the time that the print is estimated to take and that you have booked adequate time on the machine to accommodate your print. Once you have sent your print file to the machine, you can begin setting up the SLA printer. First, you will need to install the resin tank into the base of the machine. To do this, lift up the cover and simply push the tank down and towards the base of the unit. Please remember to close the cover in between any operations, as light will very quickly start to harden resin in the tank. Next, you can install the resin cartridge simply by inserting it into the slot in the back. Make sure that the material you have selected matches the tank that you have already installed. Finally, you can install the build platform by sliding it onto the top rail and closing the lever. You are now ready to begin your print by using the touchpad on the front of the machine. Remember to check that the vent cap at the top of the resin cartridge is in the open position. This makes sure that resin flows down into the machine. Once your print has finished, you will need to carefully remove the build platform from the machine, ready for washing. Watch out for uncured resin dripping off the build platform. Make sure you have your nitrile gloves and are wearing safety glasses. Slide the build platform onto the top rails of the IPA washer and start a wash for the recommended duration of time given for that material. Remember to close the top vent of the resin cartridge prior to removing it. To remove your Wash 3D printed part from the build platform, use the holder and the tools provided. Make sure your hands are safely behind any sharp edges. Use the provided side cutters to remove the support material. Make sure you are wearing safety glasses while doing this, as sharp objects can fly off. Finally, you will need to cure your 3D printed part. Set the length of cure according to the material recommendations. Once you have finished with your print, please return the resin tank in its protective case and the cartridge, making sure the vent is closed, to the cosh cupboard located in the facility.